everyone, Blue Moon Samurai here with Dexter, I guess. He's going to be my occasional guest co-host, I guess. And then there's a Penny. But yeah, so this is my conspiracy films tier list. So I guess I went on a bit of a hiatus for my unofficial uploading schedule, and just from work and depression. And so yeah, this is video four on my film class tier list. So the first three are already in a playlist of their own. This will be added to that one, of course. And so this is one on conspiracy films. So this class was about talking about a conspiracy theory and then watching a film that's somewhat related to that. So I have my list, the syllabus, and during the second half of this semester, the pandemic kind of happened, so we ended up not watching all of the films. Instead, we picked 3 films from the list of films that we haven't seen yet, and then read a review as if that review was made during the time the film was released. And yeah, our final assignment was writing a paper on one conspiracy theory of some sort. And so I did my paper on the Illuminati, which was kind of fun. Alright, so without further ado, we shall start with They Live. It wasn't as good as I was expecting. Some good moments, of course, but yeah. They Live is a 1988 John Carpenter film. And it's about how... I don't remember what it's about. I just wasn't too invested in it, honestly. But here's what the description on IMDb says. They influence our decisions without us knowing it. They numb our senses without us feeling it. They control our lives without us really realizing it. They live. And your main character, played by Roddy Piper, he just goes about. He finds a pair of glasses that shows the true nature of everything. And so you have people who are in on it, in on the conspiracy, and so they look like flesh or skeleton-ish monsters. If you put the glasses on, if you don't have them on, they just look like normal people. And then you look at the advertising, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen obey and just buy this, and no words, no additional words, not what the product is about. It's just obey and buy. So I like the idea. And the conspiracy we talked about this time was the New World Order. Oh wait, no, that's not even... This was one of the films I picked because it's a movie I was interested in watching. It was a movie I picked for my 3, and I was interested in watching it, and yeah, I didn't care for it. And so we were supposed to talk about the New World Order then. That's why I didn't remember talking about it. Alright. Can you tell us what the next one is? Are you being shy? What's the next one? Alright, the next film is Anonymous. Our next film is Anonymous, which I liked it. I don't remember much about it. I guess I'll put it for good. And so this was the second film I actually picked for, like the films to watch outside of class. So Anonymous is a 2011 film about the true author for Shakespeare's plays, and it's essentially, the film is just about the conspiracy theory that Shakespeare didn't write his actual plays and sonnets. So, and again, that was the Shakespearean conspiracy theory was also what we were supposed to talk about then. And it's really interesting to think about, and this film, like, I think portrayed it in a fun way. Okay, this next film is Winter Kills. So fucking bored. We watched this for when we were talking about the JFK assassination. I'll go into more detail about that in a little bit, but Winter Kills is a 1979 film about the brother of an assassinated president meeting someone who claims to be the real person that killed his brother, and just going down like this rabbit hole of conspiracy theories about it, and just trying to learn the truth. And so that's kind of why we were like, that was the film for the JFK assassination. Maybe JFK would be too much of an obvious choice to watch, so I like this theory because I do, like, it's a lot of fun to, like, study about, and I do believe it's, like, one of the shittiest cover-ups by the CIA. I mean, no, it's a conspiracy. I'd like to live a little bit longer. No, I think that should be more common knowledge nowadays. At least I feel like a lot of us younger folks feel that way. I don't know how the young kids feel. I'm not a kid. I'm an old man. Anyway, next film is A Long Kiss Goodbye, which I actually talked about in the previous tier list about female action heroines. And we watched it again in this class, and I liked it a bit more. Yeah, once again, it's about a housewife who just, like, she doesn't have any memories, but she has a husband and a daughter, and so she's happy, and then, like, all of a sudden, like, she gets in an accident, and, like, she remembers who she really is, and so, like, her personality flips or like, kind of, occasionally, sometimes it doesn't. Hi, Xena. So she goes about, like, trying to figure out her real identity, and there's, like, a whole conspiracy going on. It's fun. I still don't think it's, like, a great film, but it's fun. So for that one, we talked about 9/11 and false flag operations. And 9/11's an interesting conspiracy theory to talk about. While I don't necessarily believe it, or at least all of it, but I think it's fun. Men in Black. I love this film. Oh, so... No. Okay, so it was so long since I've seen Men in Black until this class. And yeah, it's just so much fun to watch. I'm looking for a person. A dead person. Oh, I need to show Zero this film. I think they'd like it. Yeah, Men in Black is about Will Smith being recruited into, like, the FBI, or, like, a section of the FBI, I think, where, like, learns, like, top secret, like, there's aliens, they live amongst us, they're just, like, trying to live normal lives and shit. And so he gets recruited into, like, this operation to, like, just keep an eye on everyone and just, like, making sure, like, the public doesn't actually know about it, and there's like a rogue alien that's like eating people or attacking people, and they have to get down to the bottom of it, and it's fun. It's so much fun. And that was the second film we watched actually in this class. And so we talked about the Men in Black, Roswell, and UFOs. And aliens exist, that's it. Oh, but and this is actually before like the government finally said, yeah, aliens exist. And then we're just not talking about it again. Dexter, censor yourself. There we go. But, I remember my dad came up, like he drove over to like where I live right now, and he was catching up on the news because like he had a stroke, and he just doesn't care. Like he's not online as much, and he just doesn't care for telly. And among many things he's talking about, one of the things I remember is like he was telling me about how they finally acknowledged aliens exist. And he's like, fucking finally. And it's like, yeah. Like it makes logical sense, and so why would we be the only creatures on, like, the only creatures in the universe, living, breathing creatures in the universe? Next film is the last film I chose for my 3 films watching class, or like out of class, and that is Ex Machina. Actually, I really liked it. I just don't remember much about it. I like how there isn't really, it's not really about good people, like there isn't a good person and a bad person. They're just people with their own ideologies, and they just don't agree. And so, beautiful film, by the way. And so, let me read the IMDb description here. First, it's a 2014 film, and it's about a young programmer who is selected to participate in a groundbreaking experiment in synthetic intelligence by evaluating the human qualities of a highly advanced humanoid AI. And, like, yeah, AI looks cool. Would tap. Shut the fuck up. It's not really, like, fast-paced, and so that might, like, draw some people away from it, but I really liked it. And that week we're supposed to do presentations, and so originally the final assignment was pick a conspiracy theory and do a presentation about it. But COVID happened, and this professor is not very technologically able. No, I'm in the same boat as him. I've mentioned in previous videos how I'm not as technologically inclined as I wish I was. So, hence why I say I am an old man. But yeah, and so like that's why it's just more like we're not gonna mess with like how Zoom and all that, like any other like technology. Just pick 3 films and do these things, and then just write a paper. So, yeah. Alright, and so the first film we watched was Arlington Road. So Arlington Road is a 1999 film about I think he's supposed to be a professor, or like he's a teacher of some sort. And like he's really obsessed with like conspiracy theories, and like that's like all his class is about is conspiracy theories. It's like this class was minus the films. And he's probably like this teacher just seemed really annoying, while as I like my professor. He was great. I love talking with him. Anyway, and so he has like new neighbors, and he starts suspecting something of them. Like they're not what they're supposed to be, or what they're like. They don't appear to be normal, everyday people. Like they're in on some sort of conspiracy. And I didn't care for the film itself, except for the ending. I fucking love the ending. It was like I would recommend watching it for that ending. And maybe I'll watch it again, like see maybe I'll like it more, or I don't know. And again, this was just like an introduction class, and like he was just going on about like, okay, these are like the conspiracies we're gonna talk about, and this is gonna be fun. You're gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun. We're all gonna have fun. Capricorn 1, I liked. I don't remember much of it, but it's basically these astronauts are set for space, like go on like the moon, or I think it was Mars in this film. And just as they're ready to take off, they are all pulled aside. They watch as the empty space shuttle goes into space, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Why aren't we up there? Like, and like the people behind the scenes are like, okay, so here's the deal. You guys probably would have died, so we don't want to risk that. So we're just going to fake footage on Mars. I'm pretty sure it's Mars. Yes. Okay. This film is about like going to Mars. It was also in 1977. It's about them like dealing with like the morality of the situation, and like where they are placed, like where they are in comparison to where they should be. And I liked it. I thought it was a fun film. And obviously this was about like the moon landing, and did we actually go? And there's a lot of interesting points to be had, like obvious reasons to why we would resort to faking it, such as the space race. It's like that we needed to beat Russia in this. Like this is just like something that we needed to do, and so like if we couldn't have the technology at the time, just fake it and like pretend we did. But it's interesting. And of course there's the infamous comparison between like the footstep on the moon versus like what the bottom of the shoes looked like. Hello, this is Editing Blue Moon Samurai here. As I was looking at pictures for the video, I actually found out that the footprint has been debunked. And like there was actually a boot cover for the astronaut suit, which I'm not surprised about. So there's that. And for some reason, like one of the only pictures I could find was this weird Doge meme, so enjoy that. And yeah, went to the moon apparently. Final one, the Manchurian Candidate, and this is the 2004 remake. As opposed to the 1967. Wait, let me check. 1962. As opposed to the 1962 film starring Frank Sinatra. This one is the Denzel Washington one. This film freaked me the fuck out. Like, oh, it's a really good movie. I haven't watched the original, unfortunately, but God, this movie's so good. And I want to read the novel it was based off of. Here's the IMDb description of it. In the midst of the Gulf War, soldiers are kidnapped and brainwashed for sinister purposes. And, like, they have, like, no memory of, like what's happened to them, and, like, there's just, like, a certain code that flips the mind control switch. Oh, it's so good. And, it's really interesting, like, how they updated the story, whereas like the original took place during like the Cold War. This was this happened amongst the Gulf War, and obviously this was about MK Ultra. Um, that's what we talked about. Where is this? Yeah, mind control, CIA's MK Ultra program. So yeah, that's what we talked about. Freaky shit. And so I'm just gonna like list off the other films like that we were supposed to watch, but pandemic happened. So starting like with week 8, after the midterm, Angels and Demons, and we're supposed to talk about secret societies, the Masons, the Illuminati, and the Knights Templar. They Live was the New World Order, Anonymous with Shakespeare, Conspiracy Theory, and about suicide or murder, talking about Marilyn Monroe and Jonestown. And Epstein would have fit right there. Week 12 was the X-Files movie, and we're talking about UFOs in America. Week 13 was Wag the Dog, and that was just presentations, so yeah. Order of lectures or films may be changed without notice. Thanks, COVID. So yeah, that was my conspiracy films class. I enjoyed it. Like, it was just like, okay, 1 hour of talking about a conspiracy theory, and then take a break. Then we watched the movie. Oh, I loved it so much. And I actually had this professor for the next tier list I'm going to talk about, and one more later on. And I enjoyed having him. Like, he was just so into what he was talking about. It was fun. He talks a lot, but nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's it for this tier list. It's a bit on shorter end, but you can thank COVID for that. And yeah, without any further ado, thank you for watching. Link to this tier list will be in the description, as well as a link to my link tree, which has stuff like my Instagram, where I'm looking like a snack, or my Twitter, where I put out bangers such as this. And yeah, see you all next time. And yeah, have a good one. Bye. Okay, Dex. Are you gonna be my co-star or my guest? Whatever. My guest host, my guest co-host, Dexter. Fucking nuts, man. What the? Oh, there goes Zeeps. Can I drink my water? Yes, I love you. Can you chill out so I can start doing my video? Okay. Are you ready? No, Dexter, no, stop. I was about to do the thing, and then you did the thing, and... Do you ever think you're prepared and then you're not? That's me. Alright, this Nixon. What the fuck was that?